way. Okay, so Jacob, the first thing I'm interested in, your skills and areas you think where the areas where you think your skills are strongest and why that is.
So I think in terms of using like logic and like the skills that I've learned in the logic classes is where I'm strongest at in terms of like things using like automation tool, applying like audio effects to the automation and panning and volume, like things like that. I like experimenting with that and using that in my tracks.
So like manipulating sound, I guess.
Yeah.
What can you do to change the sound?
So like things like adding in reverb in a certain part of the song to change the feel, or maybe that using EQ and cutting off like the high end to give it like more body and a bassy sound. Yeah. I also another bit is the DJ class as well. I think like I've been using like the same thing with EQ, like experimenting with that and using like when we learn in your class about like using the EQ to bring in another song, like taking out the bass of one track, then as you bring in another track, use that bass, the other one. Yeah, like just experimenting with things like that, because I have tracked at home.
Okay.
Like,
so you're able to explore
I don't have
more.
the depth, but like, I can like see what songs go well together as well.
Yeah, definitely. You can do your prep.
Yeah.
I do the same thing before I do a gig. I'm on my laptop with the program I use, Rekordbox, and I haven't got the controller or anything at home. I'm just mixing in the laptop, making sure stuff goes well together before I put it onto the USBs and practice properly. So yeah, it's definitely good. I'm glad you're doing that, practicing at home. Okay, so I can definitely agree. I think you've got a lot of skills in this area with logic and with changing and manipulating sounds. What other areas where you feel like you've got strengths or you could use in your own music and your performances?
Like I didn't do it before, but like I just started looking into like using samples, like because of the way we learn about editing and chopping up audio. I didn't really knew anything about that before. Like I would just do it from like a raw track.
Yeah.
But like I tried using like other sounds and samples, and then actually like I found it quite useful to use. Like the way you can manipulate and change it so differently from how it was originally.
What sort of stuff have you been using when you've been using samples?
Or
like older music, for example? Or?
Yeah, so like say like a Motown track, like just like an intro where it's just or like if it's just like a lady singing like just a long note or something, then take that and like slow it down using like the flex tool thing, and like just using that and applying other instruments from MIDI stuff to that.
Yeah. So taking an old song as your starting point and building around it and stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely, from all the stuff you're telling me, it sounds like your main interest is how you can manipulate and change sounds from what they originally were. Because that's definitely a big area you're interested in.
Yes.
So, have you thought much about what you would do for a major project in Term 3?
For the major project, I guess like just a collection of songs, like an EP or something, to kind of just show a body of work, I guess, or a compilation of songs.
How would they be linked up, or what would be like? Would there be a theme between them all? Would you want them to all be very different? Would you want them to have something linking them all together?
That's the thing. Like right now, I have quite a lot of like a big range, so I'm debating whether I should keep it that way in the EP, like keep it really different, or pick a theme like. I guess I think that's something I have to go into more, like thinking whether there should be a theme or not.
Yeah. Okay, well that already gives you some avenues to research. You can look into artists that you like, and do they do EPs with a theme that runs through the whole EP, or is it just here's a collection of music? that is all good. And you can sort of look at, I think what would be a good starting point is finding some EPs that you really like and figuring out how it works as a body rather than as one song, two songs, and you know, how does it work as an EP, as a collective thing? Because that'll help you inform your decision. I mean, I agree. I think with the skills that the areas that you're strong in, definitely is Logic and the way you can manipulate and change sounds and make something new out of it. So I think doing an EP is a good way to show your skills as a producer. I think what you need to do is decide on, what is going to be the overall idea of the project, as in, like some people would do an EP where they deliberately want to show that they can work in 5 different styles. Some people want to do an EP of instrumentals that's for a vocalist to pick up on after. So what I want you to do is think about, have a theme and a concept for what you're going to do. Even if, I don't mean a theme that they have to all be linked. If your concept is that they're going to be a variety of songs, that's still a concept. But what I want you to do is have a sort of a concept for what the overall idea of your EP is going to be.
Yeah. So
that when you come, the next stage after doing this sort of brief presentation is to write a proposal. So I want you to be able to say, my idea is to do an EP like this. This is how I'm going to go about doing it. Rather than just being a random collection of tracks. It can still be tracks that don't have any link between themselves. But it won't be random if your idea is to show the different styles that you do. Or your idea is to show different moods in an EP, you know. Or if your idea is to write 4 songs that are quite dark and menacing. Or if your idea is to sample 4 Motown songs. Whatever. Just try and have a concept for what your EP is going to be about. That's what I'd like you to do next. But I think it's definitely the right avenue for you to go down anyway. So, that's my, I guess, homework. Does that count as homework? I think it is homework, but it's like fun homework really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Listen to some EPs. Start thinking about how you want to, the concept for your EP. And it can be anything. It doesn't have to, like I said, it doesn't have to have a theme or a message. Or they don't have to be linked. But you have to have an idea and a concept of why you're putting the whole thing together. And that's what I'd like you to work on. Think about that over half term, so when we come back, you've got some more ideas, okay? Great. I don't need to say anything more. Still trying to avoid being on the camera.